In the heart of a storm, a leader is born. With eyes as intense as the Irish sky, one man dared to dream of a different future. His name was Theobald Wolfe Tone, and his story is a fire that has never been extinguished. It began in the shadows, in the year 1791. In a candlelit room in Belfast, a secret society was forged. Men from all walks of life, Protestant, Catholic, dissenter joined hands, united by a single radical idea. In the flickering firelight, a golden harp, the ancient symbol of Ireland, seemed to glow with new promise. They called themselves the United Irishmen, bound by an oath to break the chains of empire and create a republic where all were equal. Their dream was one of hope and unity in a divided land. To make this dream a reality, Tone knew he needed powerful allies. He traveled to the heart of revolution itself, Paris. In 1796, we see him, a determined figure in a blue military coat, speaking with fiery passion to French generals. Before them, maps of Ireland lay spread out, not as a conquered territory, but as a future sister republic. The air in that grand hall crackled with revolutionary energy, as Tone convinced the French Directory that the cause of Ireland was the cause of liberty everywhere. The plan was set. A massive French fleet, the Expedition d'Ireland, set sail for Ireland's shores in the dead of winter. Imagine the scene, colossal ships battling monstrous waves under a dark, dramatic sky. On deck, Tone stood firm, his coat whipping in the gale-force winds, his gaze fixed on the distant Irish coastline. He was so close to bringing the revolution home. Though this attempt was thwarted by what he called the Protestant wind, his resolve was unbroken. Back in Ireland, the spark had already caught fire. By the summer of 1798, the rebellion had begun. In the lush green countryside, thousands of ordinary men, farmers and artisans, marched under a new flag, a green banner bearing that same golden harp. They were poorly armed but rich in courage, their faces set with grim determination. They were fighting for their land, their families, and the republic that Tone had promised them. Among them, heroes emerged from the most unlikely places. In Wexford, on a battlefield hill at sunrise, a priest named Father John Murphy raised a crucifix high, a beacon of faith and defiance. The men around him roared with a renewed sense of purpose, their spirits lifted by the golden morning light. It was a moment of pure inspiration, showing that this was a fight for the very soul of the nation. But the rebellion was brutally crushed. Tone, captured after a final, failed French landing, was brought to a Dublin courtroom. Yet even in defeat, he was magnificent. Dressed in his French uniform, he stood proud before his bewigged judges, not as a traitor, but as an enemy soldier. He delivered a powerful speech, not begging for mercy, but defending the cause of Irish independence with every last breath. He became a martyr, but his words would echo through the ages, and echo they did. Tone's spirit ignited a fire that would pass from generation to generation. We see it in Robert Emmet on the scaffold in 1803 and Patrick Pearse reading the proclamation in 1916. In the defiant youth on the streets of Belfast in 1969, and in the hopeful crowds waving the tricolour in modern Dublin. The tactics changed, the faces were different, but the unbending desire for freedom. Tone's spirit remained the same. Sometimes, if you walk through Dublin at night, past the historic landmarks, still scarred by bullets, you can almost feel that history around you. Imagine a ghostly figure, in an old uniform, a transparent echo of Tone himself, moving silently through the modern crowds. He stops, touches the stone of the General Post Office, and a peaceful smile graces his lips. He sees what has become of his dream. Tonight, look at the island of Ireland, a place of peace and progress. The fire that Theobald Wolfe Tone lit over 2 centuries ago, a fire of unity, equality, and liberty, never went out. It still burns brightly in the heart of the nation. Thanks for watching. If this story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe for more chapters from history.